Hola, Porto. I know it's really late, so I'll try to make it as painless as possible. I will tell you what we do by telling you a story. A story of a fellow US immigrant like myself from Italy. His name is Mario. Mario is the head of strategy for pretty large marketing agencies in New York City. He's in the office. It's 2:30 in the afternoon on Friday, which by Italian standards means way into the weekend, so he's ready to go home. But he receives an email from his boss, John. And the email goes something like this: Mario, I'm really sorry. I know AC Milan is playing tonight, but Nike decided to anticipate next week's meeting, so you will have to give us the creative brief first thing Monday morning. You can only imagine Mario's reaction. Hands flying all over the place. Swear words that you have never heard before. Luckily, no one else speaks Italian in the office. After a few moments of sorrow, actually Mario started thinking that he could use the new data scientist bot they just got, which is called CY. So what he does, he fires up his Slack, and I'm going to show you live how that works. What Mario needs to do is to become smart fast. He needs to understand his target market, which is Nike launching a new basketball shoes, and he's planning an event in LA. So he needs to get smart about this target market. So it goes something like this. Oh, sorry, guys. I don't know what I did here. Uh-oh. OK, it's coming up again. So as you can see, it's all live, so it's usually things that live don't work, so I'm sorry about that, but we're coming back. So here we go. So it says, the first thing he does, he goes here and it says, tell me how many sport lovers are there in LA? And CY goes off and finds the answer for him. And the answer is there are nearly 3 million sport lovers in LA. 30% of the population, which makes LA the 14th most sportive city in the country. But what about, for example, what is the percentage of them that actually do play Nike, that are Nike fans and do actually play basketball? Off he goes again and says 10% of them are Nike fans, and they consume, 41% of them actually play basketball. Other popular sports are running, CrossFit, martial art, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But what about consumption? List me the top sneaker brands they buy. So what the bot is doing now is searching into the consumption database. 50% of these people actually purchased Nike in the past 6 months, and then list the top sneaker brands by affinity, which is Nike, Jordan, Adidas, Vans, Converse, and gives you also pretty nice and graphical representation. Cool, isn't it? Well, what you just witnessed is basically the 3 superpowers that are packed within CY. The first one, it's called, I'm getting there. There we go. The first superpower is hyper-targeting. CY can leverage the biggest panel available in US today. 10 million opt-in, fully profiled individuals weighted by chances to be a representative picture of anyone in the US between 15 and 69 years of age. Just to give you an idea, 1 in 25 people in the States is actually part of this panel. So no matter how narrow you need to go, CY is there to help you out and find the right target for you. The second superpower is superb detail. And CY comes loaded with the first consumer study of the American consumer based on social data, which measures the affinity between these 10 million American consumers and 26 million products, media, celebrity, and events. To give you an understanding, you can basically see a constant movie of any target customer you want and understand all the details you want and answer any question just by observing them. Finally, even such a big and deep study as this one, we believe is not enough to cover the complexity of today's real world. So the third superpower is holistic insights. We actually uploaded and fused within the database the 20 best data sources available on consumer in US today. Third-party data like MRI, Simmons, Census, and first-party data coming from brands, so CRM or email information. To give you an understanding of the size of what we're dealing here with, this is the amount of data that you get on a typical study of the American consumer. Well, this is the amount of data that CY has access to. Every single grain of sand you can find in the beautiful Praia de Matosino here in Porto. Mind-blowing. Together with this complexity, obviously, we need to give a lot of power to CY. So that's why we pack the best artificial intelligence into her and give her the ability to actually do tasks for you, not just answer questions. So let's ask her to do something. We got to be nice, so we say, please build us a creative brief. And now she goes. She picks up the target, found 70,000 sport lovers in LA. They are Nike fans, play basketball, and purchased sneakers in the past 6 months. Crunch the numbers, build 14 tables, and create the creative brief for us. This is amazing, and it's just one click away. So let's click there, and let's take a look at it. All right, so as you can see, the creative brief is built in real time here. What Mario has is a full profile of his target consumer, which includes all the demographic information, so we're dealing mainly with males between 15 and 35 years of age. High concentration of Hispanic and Asians, top lifestyles, not only outdoor enthusiasts, but also fashion lovers and music lovers. We can also see the celebrity genres that resonates the most with this audience, so we know who to invite to the party or who to leverage as an endorser. We can see not only sport, but also online celebrity and models. You can see the top list over here, and you can see, for example, that Kobe Bryant would probably be the perfect VIP to invite to the party. You can also see a total media spectrum, which gives you the apps, the movies, the TV shows, and the list of each one of those. Plus a personality assessment. He can download what he did, go back to his boss, and send it back. Here it is. Thank you, guys. Sorry for this.
Joys of a live demo. All right, we've talked about superpowers. Let's have a question from one of our super jurors.
Hello, great presentation.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Thank you. Supposing we have our own panel data, could we use the chatbot and plug it into our own panel data?
Yeah, on the platform, you can actually match and fuse any data set that comes from third parties or third party data. So if you have like a CRM, there's an integration with Salesforce. If you have just data that we can match through the different PI we have, we just fuse them and you find directly in the platform. So yeah.
Okay. But you have to do the fusion, or is that a process that
it's a process that you usually take care of. You can upload the file with a certain structure, obviously. When it's matched with the taxonomy that we have on the back, then everything works seamlessly also with your data. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So what are your plans for expanding to other places in the US?
We are actually working on it. We already have built the old database. The next step will be Europe. So we're going to cover 26 countries over here in Europe. And I think it's going to come towards the end of the year.
All righty. Let's hear the point of view from our marketeer. And for this one, we're going over to Mexico with Mercedes from Banco Aztec.
I couldn't believe that when someone said, wow, yeah, it was me. I think it's really interesting, and it's a great solution not only for the agencies that we work for, and I mean the advertiser side, but also for us, for all of our direct marketing strategy. This is really great to start to sound and really focus on the different clusters that we are working and really figuring out if those assumptions that we are doing are actually right or not. Because sometimes, as he was saying, this idea of we have clustering for our own data sets, but we don't have a way to really compare it with the open source or the open data. So I think it's really interesting. I would love to try again and see it. The other thing that I was wondering is, one is pricing, right? How are you gonna monetize it, and how are you gonna make it accessible for agencies or marketers? And the other question is, I'm thinking the bot is just a way to approach the clients, right? But
Yeah.
how are other ways that client can access this powerful tool?
So basically, when you saw the bot there, we clicked on the dashboard and we ended up actually on the platform. So you have also a platform where you can segment and select
do it
whatever you
yourself.
want with a specific UI or UX. So that's one way. The other way is through APIs. So if you want also to get into the data through the APIs, that's also a possibility. So I would say these three are the different ways. We built the bot because we wanted to give it in the hands of many more people. Usually the platform is for more skilled users, even if it's pretty user-friendly. The bot makes it simple. You ask it a question, he answers, you get information, it's everything there. So depending on the level of details of information, your skills, you can pick from APIs to the platform to the bot, anything you really want.
And the pricing tier?
The pricing works is like a SaaS software, so it's a monthly subscription, and it depends on which kind of third-party database you activate. You obviously will have to pay an extra for it. So this is like an iTunes for market research, basically. So you can activate different data sets. If it's your own, you're not charged at all. You just upload it, and you can mix your information with whatever we have on the social and all the other information that we get from our panelists. So everything is right there.
Great. Good luck. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mercedes. Thank you, Federico.
Thank you.